So if you come across one, don't be all weird about it. Just go up and hang out with them because they want to do the same things you want to do. One thing special about my telescopes is that they show the sun in just certain wavelengths, and the red wavelength that we've been seeing on here is right on the edge of the visible spectrum. So if you're blind, anybody have any blind friends? You do? You're very good. Blind people are the same as you are too, by the way. If you have any blind friends, most of the blind kids that I've taken this to can see that wavelength of light. It gives them a little bit of an impression in their eye, so they get to see something, which is pretty cool. Which, really, I was amazed by that, because apparently, if you're blind to visible light, it doesn't necessarily mean you're blind to other wavelengths. So it kind of made me wonder what it would be like to be blind and to be able to see stuff like radio waves or infrared or something like that. Oh, well. Oh, by the way, we see visible light. You know what visible light is? That's a very tiny portion of electromagnetic spectrum. Our eyes are sensitive to that because the sun we evolved around emits most of its energy in that spectrum of light. So in essence, your eyes have a fingerprint of the star that your species evolved around. We're sensitive to that light because that's what our star puts out. So when we get our act together and quit hating each other and get out into space and meet other races, you'll find out that these people, or whatever they are, they'll be sensitive to the light that comes from their star. So if we meet an alien species that comes from Betelgeuse, for instance, which is a big red giant star, their eyes will be different. They'll be sensitive to that light. They may not even see what we see. You understand what I'm saying? You have a fingerprint of your planet and your star in your eyes. So they don't tell you that stuff on Star Trek, but that's the way it is. Look at this kid here. He looks real excited. Let me play that again. He's like, ah. That's what it looks like. What's that?
The one on the end with the red lens front. He was like...
Him? Let's watch it again. I didn't notice what he did. Anyway, that's a typical school I go to. That was down in Stockbridge somewhere. And again, I wish it was sunny today so I could tell you guys, take you outside and show you. But I promise if you come back to the camp again, or if I see you at your school, I'll make sure you get a very good trip. This whole week's going to be cloudy, or else I would have brought the scopes out. Yes, ma'am?
Do you go cross country?
Yes, occasionally. Where do you live?
Texas.
Texas. I do, but right now, I know I'm old. That's an old song. I have to drive my van to wherever I go, and I'm too old to drive more than about 300 miles because it's just too much for me, because I have a full-time job. But when I retire in a year and a half, I'm going to do a cross-country trip. So if you want to get email or whatever, solarastronomy.org is my website, and you can let me know, hey, we want you to come by our school. Because right now I'm taking cities and reservations for that in 2014. So the answer to that is no, I don't go cross-country right now, but I will be in another 18 months. You see the telescopes? They're all different wavelengths of light. And yes, that is a chick magnet. This is down in Macon somewhere. So can somebody hit the lights for me? Okay, so I want to give you a couple things in lieu of showing you the telescopes. This is a poster from NASA, and it's a 3D poster, okay? And it's actual images of the sun, and you can have these posters and all that. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's pretty cool if you ask me. And with each poster, I want you to take a pair of 3D glasses, and when you look at the poster through the glasses, it has dimension and depth and all that, and it's pretty cool. So don't confuse this with this, though. These are solar viewing glasses, and if you take these outside and fold them up and put them on, not today, but when the sun's out, if you put these on, you can see the sun clearly, and you'll be able to see sunspots and jets go in front of it and things like that. And you can have these if you like. In fact, you can take 2 pairs apiece if you'd like and share them with a friend, because my whole thing is about sharing this science with everybody else. Since you guys are lucky enough to be in this camp, I want you to take a couple pairs and find somebody who wasn't as lucky as you were and give them a pair and look at the sun with them. Is that a deal? Everybody agree? Okay. So can I pass these around?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions about what we were talking about? Just take a couple pairs apiece and however many you want. I know you got a question. What is it? I know you got a question.
All right, let's give Mr. Ramsden a big round of applause.
There you go. There you go. Take a couple pairs.
Okay, as soon as everybody gets their set of glasses and handouts, we'll take a minute break. We'll go outside and kind of hang around.
Everybody take a poster and a pair of 3D glasses. Remember, don't look at the sun with the 3D glasses, okay? Let me lean over here and grab that.
Can we move?
Yeah.
Grab what?